Alright, two-stage pickup. Take your time. It's been a while since it's been a helicopter, but that's the whole purpose of that two-stage pickup. You're kind of feeling out the helicopter before you're actually in the air is really what you're doing. Two-stage pickup, understand where the wind is. So right now we're roughly pointed into it, but you're going to feel it when we kind of go that way.
Yeah.
And maybe this is a chance where you're not going to, that way you don't have to juggle and think at the same time. Why don't you think through where we're going to go, what runway we're going to take off now. That way you've got a plan and then...
02.
Okay, fine.
Alright.
So you're going to pick it up over there? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so pick it up, take it around the construction area here, and then departing 02 midfield.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, coming up. Friction point, it's going to be when I make that right turn, because the wind's kind of coming from over there. Every time it wanders away from you, I think you get a little nervous and that cyclic comes up and gets off your leg, so be conscious of that. Hold that cyclic down or hold your arm on your leg. Use your wrist, use your fingers to move that cyclic. Don't use your arm. Okay.
Outside, you're feeling well. Already thinking through. So you already kind of have to think through, just hold that left foot down. Here, I'll put in left pedal, face the wind for a second. Stay calm. Now you can make your radio call.
Okay. Anteros traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf taking off 02 midfield. Anteros.
Alright, not bad. Outside, looking 40 knots, good. Be smooth with your movements, quit being robotic. Plant your arm on your leg. altitude's about 700 feet, so about 300-ish here for that crosswind's fine. Good. Remember, wind's kind of coming from over there, so maybe you're going to turn out over here a little more. Keep that coming up. Look outside, look at that horizon. Good. Remember to breathe, stay calm.
Amber traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf. Right crosswind, or downwind, 02 Amber Road.
Alright. Look outside, we've got headed that way, lower that collective, and push to 70 knots. Gauge check means green, 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 merit in the green, lights are out, fuel's adequate, carburetor heat is correct. Alright, normal approach. When you beam your spot over your right shoulder, start lowering that collective. Lower that collective. There we go. 70 knots is fine. If you want to start slowing down, that's good too, but don't slow down to like 50 or anything. Maybe 65 at lowest. Good. Got a 500 foot per minute descent rate. That's good. Alright. What's your radio call there?
Amber traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, right base 02 Amber Road.
Nice. Alright. Pointed that way a little bit. Carburetor heat's set. Look outside. Start thinking through. Are we low? Are we high? Speed is fine.
A little high?
Where are we going to land?
The dashes on the highway, or the runway.
That's fine.
Okay. Amber traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, final 02 Amber Road.
Good. Alright. Not bad. We're a little faced this way, which is fine because I think the wind's kind of coming from over there. Good. Nice that you're putting in right pedal. That's good, but I would lower that collective maybe a little more. That way we still got that descent rate going. Because you know it's gonna, as we continuously slow down, it's gonna still want to climb up. You got to put in lower collective. Good. Alright, you're aiming for the dashed lines. That's fine. This looks like a perfect angle for a normal approach. Doing well. Continuously bleed off airspeed and altitude. By the time you get to that crosswalk little thing, you're going to be at 0 airspeed and 0 altitude. So yeah, keep low. Keep bringing everything down at a nice uniform rate. Great job. You're less than 30, good. Less than 300, good. Remember, once we start pulling up on that collective, you may need a little bit of left pedal, but you're really just looking outside, responding to what it needs. Plant your arm on your leg. Good. Great job. Alright, let's do another takeoff. This time let's focus on trying to keep everything nice and stable off the ground. Don't even think about a radio car right now. Don't worry about flying. Alright. Go ahead. If you could expend a couple brain cells, you can think of a radio call.
Enter traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, taking off 02 Amber Road.
Nice. Next time, maybe a radio call will add like your right close traffic. That way you're just letting people know you're making right turns.
Okay.
Doing well. See how the wind's kind of blowing us that way? So adjust it with cyclic. So think it through like that. Try not to... There we go, good. Keep that climb coming. Should be at about 55-ish. Good. Again, try to think through. Try to put some space between your palm and the cyclic. That way
Okay.
you could move with just your fingers and your wrist, as opposed to if there's no
okay.
space there, you're gonna have to move your whole arm.
Alright.
Good. There we go. Good. Very nice.
Emperor's traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, right downwind 02, Emperor's.
Nice. Looking outside, looking for 770 knots. Pretty good. Getting close there. Good. Always start pushing forward for 70 knots. You probably don't have to lower collective that much. There we go. Keep it driving forward. Do kind of a scan there. In fact, why don't you do your gauge check? Remember, 3 in the green, merit in the green, lights out, fuel is adequate, carburetor heat is fine. Next time you verbalize that, lower that collective a little bit. Got a little bit of a climb going.
Yeah.
Alright, you're beam your spot, lower that collective. Think through your next radio call. You could do it like even before you turn or right as you turn. It's a juggling thing. That way don't get stressed out about it. Look at your altitude and look at your distance.
Emperor's traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, right base 02, Emperor's.
Hello, tiny blue helicopter. Alright, good. Not bad.
Emperor's traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, final 02, Emperor's.
Negative. Just say negative. We're right-hand traffic for 2.
Negative, right down traffic for 2. What's he asking?
Are you a full stop?
Helicopter, we are on final for runway 10. We're approximately 2 miles to the west. We don't have you in sight yet, but we can slow it back if we need to.
No, you'll be fine. We'll be landing and holding short. Helicopter final for 2.
That's good copy. We'll continue 120 knots for Hampton Roads.
Keep aiming for that. You're doing fine. There you go. Alright, a little bit of wind. Forward a little bit. Let it come down. It's a nice big target, so you could be anywhere on this dashed plane. You called it here, so there we go. Good. I'm gonna take the controls here.
Okay.
I've got the controls.
Get the controls.
You're not doing anything wrong. Just kind of pointing out because it's easier for you to kind of think what I'm saying when I'm when you're not thinking about flying either. So yeah, think through. They're speaking in normal English. They weren't using FAA terms or anything. They were just saying like they're going to do a low speed or a high speed kind of pass on 10. They were asking if you were people. The other thing is, take a look at what I'm doing with the controls. Okay, I'm trying to put some space between my palm and that because it allows me to do these movements. Just stay here for a second. It allows me to do these movements without moving my arm. If, on the other hand, I was holding this like a crayon, like a 5-year-old, I've got to move my whole arm. I don't have that dexterity in my arm
Right.
that I can if I pretend like this was a pencil.
Okay.
Pretend like it's a pencil. That way you can just plant your arm on your leg, and now I'm moving it that way. Hammer Roads traffic, helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, off the go, 02, right close, Hammer Roads. 40 knots. Get this back to you here. But I'm trying to get this to you when you're still got early hours, because it's a good habit to get into.
Yeah.
If you just kind of do that whole crayon sort of thing I was talking about, well, it's kind of a bad habit. It's not going to serve you. All right, you've got the controls.
I have controls.
It also allows you to not tense up.
Yeah.
You know, if you just stay calm, you could hold this helicopter where it's at with literally 2 fingers. You know.
So when I'm simulating it, I don't grip it with a death grip.
I'll make that right turn.
15 miles to the west. We're doing a straight in approach for 10 at most.
Alright. So yeah, you're doing great. Again, just kind of focus on trying to literally do it just like
Traffic, arrow, functionally roughly to remain in the area. Going to be about 3 miles, operating about 3 miles northeast of your Fort Hampton Road.
you need the dexterity of your signature, not whatever a
Hampton Roads traffic, helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, right downwind 02 Hampton Roads.
good. All right. As soon as that guy takes off, why don't we do this one as a steep approach? Because I think all 3 of those normal approaches that you did were actually pretty gosh darn good. So this time, everything's going to be exactly the same up until the final, where you just hold your altitude a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer, though. Now, your steep approach, the spot that you're going to land at, is going to be a little closer to the instrument panel here. Good. Don't slow down too much, because you still want to get a little bit of a descent going. In fact, like I said, all of this should be exactly the same as your normal approach. Just the end there, that where you just hold the altitude a little longer. All right, green, man. The green light's out, feels good. Why don't we make that right turn? You got about 600 feet.
Hampton Roads traffic, helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, right base 02 Hampton Roads.
All right. So thinking through that guy's last radio call, he said he's going to be in the area, but I don't think he's going to be in the pattern. Either way, he should be going out that way. He should be on the roll. Just double check the way it goes. He's over there.
Yep.
Here, this is fine. Maybe we'll start holding that collective, hold that collective up. Yeah, just holding that collective, because we're going to maintain our altitude a little bit longer, right? Because
Traffic, arrow turning right crosswind off of runway. It's going to be operating about 3 miles northeast of the airport.
make that right turn there.
1,000 below.
Don't worry about your radio call. He's still got it keyed anyway.
Yeah.
Now you can just say final 2.
Hampton Roads traffic, helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, final 20. Alright, Hampton Roads.
02.
Inbound traffic, Cessna 92, will be on 10 miles straight in, final to the west for 10.
All right, this is fine. Hold it here. You got to lower that collective a little bit though, because you want to start that not that much. You want to start that descent, but it also has a tendency to start getting too steep. So this is probably fine. Hold this angle. This is steeper than your normal approach, so this is fine. Keep this angle the entire way. Good. You're just going to continuously bleed off airspeed. As you do that, you're going to have to lower that collective, because we don't want to climb. We don't want to make it steep, so hold that. Don't move that cyclic around. Hold it to closer to your belly button. There we go. See that? That's fine. Alright, it's getting steep. You got to lower that collective. Alright, start raising that collective, but you start bringing back that cyclic back. Bring that cyclic back. There we go.
Okay.
Don't let your arm off your leg. Use your fingers. There we go. Better. Perfect. Keep that coming down. That was That was good. There was a little bit of keep it coming. Left pedal, left pedal, left pedal. Next time a little earlier because you got wind and also the torque change as you're pulling up on that collective. That's what that is. Alright, I've got the controls.
The controls.
Not doing anything wrong. I just want you to focus on what I'm saying. Yeah, and then that was pretty good. I think there was a little bit of confusion of what you were trying to do or what you wanted to do, and you were kind of feeling it out still. That's good. We're going to do this next one. Try to keep that same angle the entire way. That way it's not like, am I slowing down or am I speeding up? It's like, well, you're supposed to continuously slow down,
right.
One. But yeah, don't overthink it. Alright, I'm going to give you back the controls. Try to focus on this. Again, I'm literally looking at it. I'm that. So when you're here, my wrist is on my leg. When I'm going forward, again, I'm almost thinking stapling my.
92 Romeo 10 miles to the west. Doing an inch approach for 10 full stop approach.
Alright, let me get this back to you. Try to hold it onto your leg. Again, you saw just in my fingers that there's enough movement to get me moving at 40 knots. Alright. You've got the controls.
I have the controls.
Arrows traffic on up there, 522 Alpha Golf on the go, 02, right close, arrows. Alright. Outside. There we go. Good. Keep that moving. There we go. On. You're alright. That wasn't bad. A little bit of wind today. It's kind of it's variable. It's literally saying it's variable, so it's shifting like that. So that's fine. Good. Better.
Got an arrow operating about 2 miles northeast of the airport at east out, doing circles over the river and the road.
What a dickhead. He knows we're on right traffic. Whatever.
I turned late.
92 Romeo is coming over the Nasdaq for instrument approach to 104 neighborhood. Let's go.
Why don't you just say right down wind 02?
Right downwind 02.
No, you gotta tell who you.
Hand for us, traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, right downwind 02. Hand for us. I'm good. I'm alright.
There we go. Okay, it's all pretty good. So we got some guy up there, 2,000 feet, shouldn't be a factor. We got a guy over there on an approach for 10. Again, shouldn't be a factor because we're on the right side and he's a full stop anyway. Alright, another steep approach. This is fine. Hold that collective a little bit, push forward a little bit. Aim your spot, sure. Start lowering that collective a little bit. Pull the back cycling back just a tiny bit. There we go. And heck, why don't you, somewhere around here, we can make that right turn. We still got that distance.
Hand for us, traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, right base 02.
Alright. Pointing that way. There should be an airplane out there, kind of landing that way. I don't see him yet, but that's alright. Won't be a
Hey,
factor.
traffic. Got 92 Romeo coming up on the 3 mile final for 104 stop neighborhood.
So this time, we're going to say final 02, landing and holding short of 10. Are you up for that? I can do it.
I got it.
Alright.
Hand for us, traffic helicopter 522 Alpha Golf, final 02, landing, holding short of 10. Hand for us.
Very nice. Alright, so remember this is going to be a steep approach, so maybe hold your collective just a little bit. You could already see the winds kind of coming from over there, so maybe you're going to be crabbed that way for a while.
Road traffic, arrow 79 Romeo. Climbing out of the area south field at 2300, departure southwest.
Alright, this is fine. This is perfect. You got a crab going. You're going to be landing over at that crosswalk-like area. Push the good. Alright. Kind of your thing here in the back of your head is the hazard is settling with power. That happens if you're too slow and you have too high a vertical speed. But right now you're just fine. You got 40 knots, so it doesn't matter what your vertical speed is. Once it gets less than 30, you better control that. Alright. Fine. But you gotta keep bleeding off that airspeed. Bleed off that airspeed. There we go. Hold that cyclic just a little more. Hold back on that cyclic. There we go. Hold that. You got a little steeper than you wanted, but that's...
Traffic, Sky 93 Romeo, short final for 1045 neighborhoods.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Left pedal. Push forward. Forward. There we go. Look where your nervous arm is. Alright, remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Good. Cool. Cool. Let's wait on this guy.
Okay.
Left pedal. Why don't you point into the wind? It's probably that tower over there. It's probably your best bet. There we go. See, you're calm again. You don't have to think too hard about this. This is perfect. I've got the controls.
You got the controls.
Doing great. Where the wind is, why don't we try some slope landings? I know have we talked about that? Yeah, we've done a little bit, but probably not as much practice as we could do. We're gonna go over here. How you feeling? Everything's
I'm good. I'm still good.
All right.
Feeling a little rusty, but I'm good.
You couldn't tell? You're flying okay. Alright. Again, I'm kind of focusing on this. I do sometimes I do get my palm in there, but it's for the most part I'm still kind of.
Cleared 10 on 20 coming to the west ramp. We have the helicopter in.
You by yourself?
Now we got the boss on board.
Alright, so remember, so that slope landing, basically the idea is you don't even have to be this close. It's here. I'm just keeping a hover is all I'm doing. I'm looking outside. I'm just hovering. I'm letting it settle. You notice I'm not even pushing down. If anything, I pulled it up a little bit. The big thing here is I've got to be solid on my leg, and I'm using a little bit of pressure. I'm not using my whole arm to move. I'm using my wrist. And then I'm holding it. Even there, I probably held it off or I didn't hold it off long enough. Well, there I am.
What do you mean you didn't hold it off long enough?
Well,
as far as dropping the collective?
should have been up here a little longer. I kind of chopped down a little too quick. That's alright. It's, as long as it's smooth and I'm not flipping over to my left there is really the main thing. I'm going to give you back the controls here. First thing you're going to do is make sure you put this kind of neutral. And then when we pick up, it's the same rules as when we're on the, what do you call it, out there. 2-stage pickup. So in fact, let me just demonstrate one. Feel out what I'm doing that way. Up on that collective until I'm lying on the skids. Alright, I'm lying on the skids there. Maybe a little bit of left cycling because I feel it kind of going that way. I put in a little bit of right pedal. Oh, that might be too much, so I stopped my right pedal. And then I even also stopped my collective. I didn't pull up anymore because it's like, oh, this is kind of light. I feel like I'm going down that way, so I'm holding a little bit left cyclic. Alright, now I'm going to kind of continuously bring that collective up, kind of slowly. Here, I can feel the wind kind of shifting from my left there, so I'm kind of on top of it. I'm making sure I'm going to get left pedal, make sure I'm not sliding that way. Alright, I'm going to give you back the controls here. You've got left crosswind, so you're going to have to hold that left pedal. In fact, let me bring you a little further away. Further up here so that it's not that much slip. Hold this hover, pointing at, say, that light over there at the end of this ditch here. Alright, it's going to take a little bit of left pedal. Alright, you got the controls. Hang your arm, just hang out here for a second. Don't even think about the ground, just hang out here. Alright, looking outside, maybe I'm looking at the end of the ditch there. Bring that collective down just a little bit. And just hold this hover. Just imagine holding this hover. Keep letting it settle. Remember to breathe. Keep letting it come down. Be a little bit of pressure to lower that collective. Hold that left cyclic. And come down. You're doing fine. No more right pedal there. Hold that cyclic. Lower that collective a little. Lower that collective a little. There we go. Perfect. Hey, that wasn't bad. We could have held that a tiny bit longer.
I could have, yeah.
And you would have done that with maybe slight this, but you see how small it is. It's that. And just kind of slowly bring that collective down. Alright. So let's focus on picking this up. So plant that arm. Try to be, hold it like that. That's probably a good hand position. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Lift up that collective till we get light. Good, great. Plant that arm.
Okay, starting to get light.
Alright, hold it there for a second. Then you need a tiny bit more left cyclic, but then when you pull up on that collective, you're going to also pull it back that way eventually. It's just like taking off from flat ground. Okay? Right? So a little quicker with that right cyclic, okay? Because it's going to slide like that. You don't want it to do that. Alright, I've got the controls.
See the controls.
Let's try that again. Gotta go. What's up?
We're good.
Now we're gonna focus on landing here on flat ground, but let's try to be precise about it. So let's try to put our skids on that line there. Again, the idea is I'm starting from back there, and ideally I'd be on my leg. I'm looking outside. I'm not looking there. I'm looking over at that ditch. Again, I'm trying to get to the ground. I'm gonna make it as smooth as possible, but even me, you notice there's one I was like, not perfect, but it was, you gotta get to the ground. Otherwise, you're gonna continue bargaining with yourself, like,
right.
I'm not there yet. I meant to land over there. Yeah, I'll land over there. It's like, no, if you want to land here, land here. But it's always kind of that middle ground. Like, you don't want to dump it down to the ground, but you also kind of want to be firm with yourself. Like, I want to land there, so that's where we're gonna land. All right, let's pick back up, and we'll pick up another spot here.
Okay.
Outside, it's moving kind of like that, so maybe pull back on that cyclic a little bit, a little more, hold that collective there right now, because you could already feel it's moving, but you don't necessarily want it to, so stop all the movement. So this needs to be back a little bit, a little left pedal. Good. Outside. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't bad. Next time though, as it's doing that, you gotta put in some right cycling too as you kind of unhook off the ground. Alright,
do an air taxi down to the end, sit down there.
sure, that's one way to do it. Alright, where's your one coming from? Over there. Not bad. Right crosswinds. You know, not something that you gotta worry about too much.
I mean to do that.
There we go. I think you're flying pretty well. It's been a while since we've been in a helicopter, but I don't think you lost anything. That's good. Good. As we start slowing down, remember it's gonna get a little more wonky because of that wind. That's all right. You got it under control. Maybe make some deliberate effort to lower that collective a little bit so we can start getting to the ground there. No, lower the collective. It's all right. Lower the collective. Get ready with some right pedal.
That got ugly.
Lower the collective and right pedal. Point in that wind. Good.
That was getting ugly.
It's all right. No, it wasn't. I'll lower the collective a little bit. Good. All right. Why don't we pick a spot here where you will set down?
Now we're going to the dotted line.
Okay. But you know the wind's kind of coming from over there. That's fine. But manage it. Stop moving your arm. Move your wrist. Move your fingers. Don't move your arm. Staple your wrist into your leg. Remember to breathe. Look outside. Breathe. Stay calm.
Whenever you set.
Stay calm. We were doing fine.
Yeah. My focus point shifted
Tell you what,
forward.
Take a breath. I've got the
Get
controls.
the controls.
Give it back to you. You know what kind of helps out? You put stress on yourself when it's like too close to you. So start from back here. If you were gonna aim for those lines, kind of think of it as an approach from out here. That way you're not having to stress out like, oh shit, I'm past my mark.
Right.
So we just kind of started from out here. I'm gonna give you back the controls. You've got the controls.
Controls.
Keep coming down, keep coming down, keep coming down, keep going forward. Look outside, don't look at your spot, look outside. Let it keep coming down, let it keep coming down. Pull it forward a little bit, let it keep coming down. You're fine. Up down. There we go. A little bit better.
Well, I touched down, so that makes it a whole lot better than what I was doing.
So again, maybe we gotta reframe what's good or not. That was a good landing. That was nowhere near bad. Okay, so yeah, if you could do landings better than that in X-Plane, I'm impressed at your ability to do simulators, because simulators I can't.
I can actually do it a lot
no
better.
precision, no precision compared to real life. But anyway, good. Let's pick up.
Okay.
Back to the ramp there. Oh, what's that? Is that a golf cart? Oh, that is. Yeah. Next time, pedal is a little sooner. Good. Let's avoid overflying that guy. No, good. Took himself out of the equation. Good. Good. Look outside. Stay calm. Wherever you want to terminate, it's fine, but kind of have a plan on where you want to end this. Use your wrist. Alright, not bad. Is there anything you wanted to practice today? Feel pretty good with that? Yeah, I've got the controls.
Yeah.
Stay calm. It's like, well, I shouldn't ask you questions when you're thinking about flying. Well, even here, I'm mitigating my I'm allocating resources here by purposely putting in the wind.
Right.
That way I could talk right now. Because if I was over here, it's a little more like, well, I've got to devote brain power to both fly and talk to you. So think that through also when you're trying to figure something out. Like, okay, cool. I don't have to think about it here. All right. What do you want to do?
I think I'm good for right now.
All right, I'm gonna give you back the controls.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
What we do over here, it's gonna get you. Hold that left pedal.
Okay.
And then when we get back there, we're gonna try and purposely get near that fuel tank there. You're
there's
gonna
a
have to
Cessna
deal.
parked in front of it.
Okay, well either way, we're gonna still
Okay.
gotta make our way over there. We're
Got
gonna
it.
make a plan. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. Maybe we're gonna go on the opposite side. I don't know. In fact, maybe we'll make a plan right now. Left pedal. Nope. See, Cessna's already leaving. All right, I'm gonna give you back the controls.
Okay.
You've got the controls.
I have control.
Don't even do anything right now. Just hold it here. Figure out what we're gonna do. Kind of psych yourself into what your next movement's gonna be. It's probably gonna be a right pedal turn.
Yeah.
Be prepared for that left crosswind.
Yeah.
Follow that yellow line back to. Oh, there we go. Good. Oh, perfect. I liked how that pedal worked. All right, it's gonna be right pedal. You're gonna have some tailwind. That's all right. Kind of hold that cyclic. There we go. Perfect. This is perfect. Great job. All right, we're gonna probably almost kind of take this whole yellow line all the way to the fuel tank, and then we're gonna make a right turn facing the fuel tank, and then we're gonna set down, kind of like what we were doing over there, set down behind the spot that we want to actually land at. just follow the yellow line. Doing great. Left crosswind here, it's alright, just hold that yellow line. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. When we get to kind of over there in front of the fuel tank, we'll make kind of like a right turn. And then, yeah, maybe we'll put our skids right on that yellow line, or just in front of that yellow line. Hold it. You're doing fine. Hold it. Why don't we start holding it forward and a little bit of right pedal there. Kind of think of this as a turn into our spot. Don't hover. Turn into our spot, left pedal. There we go. Calm. Stay calm. Look outside. Look at that transformer, the stupid green light or green box. Look outside. Look beyond this hangar. Cool. Just keep this. Let it come down. Let it come down. Look outside. Hold it. There we go. Perfect. Alright. First few steps here. Eyes on the RPMs. Take that throttle. Roll it towards you. About 70.